Hi and welcome to No Cheese. Today I'm gonna make salmon pudding. First I'm gonna crack 10 eggs. This actually is quite large eggs, breakfast eggs, and I'm gonna weigh this so I can tell you how many grams of it is. This bowl actually weighs 144 grams, so that means that we have 560 grams of eggs. That's because different sizes of eggs have different weight. Now I'm gonna chop the chives. Now I'm gonna weigh this. It's actually 27 grams of chives. Now I'm gonna put this into the eggs. Now it's time to chop the dill. I'm gonna take away the most thick parts. Now I'm gonna weigh it. Now I'm gonna chop the dill. I'm gonna save some dill for garnish. I think that's enough. And I'm gonna put this chopped dill into the eggs. Now I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt into the eggs. And I'm gonna ground 3 milliliters of white pepper. Now it's time to put in some milk and cream into the eggs. And I'm gonna use 7 deciliters of milk. It's 1.5% fat in this milk. And then I'm gonna use 3 deciliters of cream. And I'm gonna put this milk and cream into the bowl with the eggs to make an egg mixture. Now I'm gonna stir this egg mixture. I'm gonna mix this egg mixture until the yolks are whisked to pieces. Now it's time to put on the oven, 125 degrees Celsius. Now I'm gonna prepare the oven plate with some batter. Now I'm gonna prepare the salmon. I'm gonna use raw marinated salmon, 100 grams. And I'm gonna use cold smoked salmon, 100 grams. And then I'm also gonna use 400 grams of pure salmon. Like this. And I'm gonna use this side of the salmon and try to get 400 grams without skin. First I'm gonna check if it is some bones here. Often it is some bones in the end, but it can be some bones even further on. So here, for example, the bones actually are taken away on the factory by a machine, but you have to check always. I'm gonna empty the bowl so I can weigh the other salmon. Now I have put the rest of the salmon into the fridge. Now I'm gonna chop the salmon, and I'm gonna chop it in 1 by 1 centimeter cubes. You can actually use only cold smoked salmon in this dish, but if so, you can skip the salt in the egg mixture, because it's much salt in cold smoked salmon anyway. But here we're not using so much salted salmon, only the raw marinated 100 grams and 100 grams of cold smoked salmon. Now we're gonna blend these salmon types. You can feel if it is some bones left, because I found a bone in some of the other salmon types, so I have removed that bone. Now I'm gonna put this salmon on the oven plate. Spread it out. Now I'm gonna wash my hands. Now I'm gonna slice the potatoes. I will use 10 potatoes. Potatoes I have are quite large, and therefore I'm using 8 instead. 7.5 potatoes instead. I'm gonna slice it in the food processor. And I'm gonna put the sliced potatoes on the salmon. Now I'm gonna put on the egg mixture, and I stir all the time, quite fast, so that every herb will be blended at the same time. Like that. Now I'm gonna put this into the oven that I have put on 125 degrees Celsius. I will put it a little bit lower than medium level. So now I'm gonna have it in the oven for 60 minutes. When I'm going to serve the dish, I will have some clarified butter on top together with the dill. So I'm gonna make the clarified butter now. And meanwhile, the salmon pudding is in the oven. I will use 50 grams of butter. And I put the stove on low heat. 3 of 14. The purpose of this is so that the butter will be melted and then I will take away the milk protein. Now you can see that the butter have melted and we see the milk protein in the bottom of the saucepan. I'm gonna try to put it over to this bowl. I think that is enough. I'm gonna have this clarified butter aside when serving the dish so that the who eat this dish can have this clarified butter on top of the dish. As always, butter tastes good and together with the dill it will be very good. Now the salmon pudding have been in the oven for 1 hour, so now it's finished. I'm gonna take some salmon pudding to put on the plate. I'm gonna have some garnish on the plate also. 2 pieces of salmon, 1 raw marinated salmon and 1 cold smoked salmon. Now I'm gonna have grated horseradish on the top. And then I'm gonna have a lemon. And then I'm gonna prepare some dill. I can take half of this and half of the clarified butter. It's important to mix the clarified butter and the dill just before serving. I like clarified butter on my dish. And then I take the lemon and press the lemon over the salmon pudding. So now it's time to try. Very delicious. Every taste from every ingredients give the touch to this dish. And I hope you like to try this. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.